Perfect. Hello. Okay. All right, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hey Nidra, how you doing, girl? Hi SDC. Hey Original Element. Hey y'all. All right, hey. All right, so I'm on both YouTube and I'm on TikTok. All right, so let's get started. This is a good read, a good word today. I actually wasn't going to come live today. I actually was going to take off today and just kind of promote myself. Just being honest, but it's just something that has just been nagging at me in regards to this message here. So first of all, let me start off. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afro Scene. Today I read for the beautiful, handsome collective. Hello, collective, how you doing? Hello, hello, collective. Flowers, flowers, flowers. One more time. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Hey y'all, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell to book a private reading with me or to shop in my store. All that information is in the description box below. I just want to say thank you guys for your immense support, whether it's sharing, whether it's word of mouth, whether it's actually purchasing things. Your support in many different forms is very appreciated. Okay, so thank you so much for that. And let's get into the read. So the read here, or more so the channeled message here is, hold on, let me get it. You being alive is triggering them so much. Now, for the ones that can resonate with this, this is a trigger warning. Okay, it's talking about abuse and violence and trauma in many sorts, but I'll bring it around so that way you can see the brighter side of everything. Okay, so if you're not able to handle, violence and trauma, things of that nature, then this actual read may not be for you today. Okay, all right. So you being alive is triggering them so much. So you have an individual here from the past that has really, really, really gone off the deep end in regards to you still being alive. Not only alive, also aware of what's going on. To this person's point of view as to how they see things here, they're blaming you. They're blaming you for the reason why they're in a very dark space. Unbeknownst to you, or maybe you are very aware, but this person that you dealt with from the past has a very, very sick mental instability that is going on to the point they're at the end of the end. Like there's no point of return. There's not anything left to even attempt to bring this person back. Even if you try or other people try, this person, their mind is so long gone. It can come off as scary. Okay. So the plan for you was that when you left this person, or when you decided to leave this person took this as a disrespect. So it could stem from your parents, your mother, your father, your uncle, your cousin, your sister, brother, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-husband, however, just people, whoever don't people right, meaning the negative ones, the ones that fill with drama and always trying to bring you BS to your door. Them heifers. That's who I'm speaking about, okay? This person is so unbothered by you being alive because the goal for you was to be unalived. Now that can be stemmed or spun in many different ways. Unalive meaning the actual physical, that way. Unalive in a way where you no longer have the happiness that you always carry or do carry, and they don't want you to be in that position anymore. Another way unalive could be is that they just take everything from you in regards to what they think or what they assume may be like your safe spot or your peaceful space or spot. Who is that? Let me stop looking at the comments because I got a lot to say, so I'm not going. Okay. You have someone that was actually planning to hurt you, like seriously hurt you. And they weren't able to do that for many different reasons. Because number one, you're still alive. Number two, you are aware of the plan or the situation that they were attempting to do towards you here. And then number three, not only that, other people are aware in regards to what they have tried to do to you. So this person is in a downward spiral at this moment because they just can't seem, or they can't shake the feeling, or they can't shake the idea, they can't fathom the idea that you're still walking, talking, breathing, all different. Like they still can't believe it because you weren't supposed to be here. So like I said, this is a trigger warning. So the plan here was to get you in an isolation form to where that everyone would completely go against you. So you become the lone wolf. This was this person's plan. They needed you to be by yourself here so that way things can look a little bit more cleaner or things could be done more with ease. Of course, that didn't happen because they thought or they assumed because you were by yourself that you were going to self-harm yourself. You didn't do that. Thank goodness you didn't do that. But that was the intentions of them. I want to keep in mind here that what people think of you is how they truly feel about themselves. So this person's in a downward spiral right now because they can't think for themselves. And again, they can't feel themselves. They just see you moving around, you talking, you walking. This person is like really tripped up in regards to what's taking place. Now with the lone wolf here, you use that time to yourself, and that's when you were able to sit with self. And sitting with self can mean sitting with God, sitting with the divine, the universe, however way you do your thing, because there's many different walks of life watching. So however way you do your thing, respectfully. And once you started to sit with self and you connect with that higher body or higher source or higher power above, you started to be aware of the bad intentions that this person initially had for you. So once you were aware of what was happening in regards to what they were trying to do to you, you started to move differently to the point where you made it your mission to get to safety, or you made it your mission to get to, you get to safety where you protect yourself. This person didn't like that. You may have dealt with a person that's very traditional. So however traditional means to you, because again, is many different walks of life. But whatever you would consider traditional in a relationship or a connection, this person wanted to have that type of, connection with you. You wanted something different. You are very different, whatever your faith, your lifestyle, whatever, however way you do your thing. But when you two got together, it was not the same. It was something completely different. And sometimes two opposites attract. It works sometimes, but they say opposite attract. But anywho, you guys weren't meshing well together. You guys were not the glue that held each other together, because every time something occurred or every time you may have had a conversation, it was always different. Different in regards to your point of view, may not be from a disrespectful point or term of things, but just more so you just have a different view or different perspective on the thing at that time. That person didn't like that. So as you continue to stay with this person and you guys been with this connection or whatever, however, for some very long time, it could be like 5+ years for the majority of you guys, but you guys were in a connection that was very detrimental to your wellness or the well-being of yourself. So once you started to see everything, and once you started to peep game, you started to move differently. Again, they didn't like that you moved differently. They also didn't like that you did not follow the traditional terms of their connection or in the connection between you and that person. So because now you're establishing strikes against this person is starting to get agitated towards you in regards to the things that you're not doing what they're telling you to do. That was the main thing. They always wanted to feel like they had a pull, or they always wanted to feel like they had some form of control over you. And they felt like because they are whoever they are, however it resonates in your story, okay? But they felt because who they were at the time, which was really nothing there, they thought that they can flex that nothingness onto you, and you were supposed to completely just, oh my God, yeah, okay, yeah. You were just supposed to just succumb to it and just like bow down and be like, yeah, you know what I mean? Nah, absolutely not. But that was this person's intentions. So the more that you started to create your independence for yourself, or you start to learn about yourself, or you start to learn about the independence of self, the more it started to make this person go or get even more agitated, because again, you're not supposed to be doing these things while we're in this connection or this traditional connections here. You are supposed to do as I say. That was their intentions for you. And the more that you just kind of ignore the person, you may have actively or physically ignored them, or you could just be in your own world where they may come in and you be like, oh, like you've clicked out at the point where you clicked out and you don't even care anymore. It's like, oh, okay, whatever, that kind of way. And they realizing that the differences in the quality of self or the quality of life, they're realizing your differences here, and it's starting to grow a very, 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 very deep seated, rooted anger for you. This person had a very, very, very deep seated, rooted anger for you because you refuse to listen. You refuse to listen. And if anyone that wants control over something and they can't have control over that something, what you think gonna happen, boo? Huh? What you think gonna happen? They're gonna be very irate. They're gonna be very upset. And they're gonna do things and they're gonna say things and they're gonna do whatever they need to do to ensure they can pull you back into that control. So since you're not under the control or guise underneath this person, the anger for them seeps even more to the point it feels like because of all the anger that they carry within themselves, it was always there. It just came out because you came along with a different perspective, and they're not accustomed to different perspective. They're not accustomed to anything new or anything brand new. That's why when they get brand new things or new items, they, oh yeah, look, look, that's them. But you get a brand new item, you get something new. Yeah, you be in your glee and all, but it's not to the point where you gotta show it off to everybody. You're not a show off. You're not a show off by any mean, you know what I mean? You don't. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I got it. Yeah, cool. It's a difference between celebrating and then like really showing off. And these people were really acting brand new because they never had anything new. So anywho, the more that you started to shy away from this person, thing, whatever, place, whatever, however it resonates in your story, the more it made this person angry or angrier, to the point where they created such a ball of mess, of chaotic anger, that they projected is coming up now because it's bubbling up, and it's all aimed at you because you're the only one that won't listen. You're the only one that won't do what they say. And you like, child, please, you're the only one that will give them flack. You're the only one that will buck back at them. You're the only one that won't fall in line. And they can't stand that about you. They cannot stand that about you. You don't understand how you make this person so angry that you chose to do better for self, that you chose to live a better life or better quality of life for self. They are angry. They angry that you laugh. They angry that you smile. They angry that you giggle, you chuckle, you cackle. They angry that you have life. They triggered by your life. They're triggered by you being alive in so many different ways. So many different ways. They are triggered by you being alive, whatever that means to you. And if something is alive and well, oh yeah, it's bright, it's beautiful, it's this, and that can stem from anything. A flower is beautiful, especially when, I love to use flowers with analogies. When you are growing the flower, we'll say you collective, you are that flower, okay? And it could be any type of flower, but you that flower. And you took your time and nurture yourself with those same tears that you cried when you may not have had anything else, but you had your tears. And you also had the sun or the guiding light within or source or whoever, however you do your thing. But you had those three things to get you through. They thought they took everything from you. They thought they took everything from you to the point where they thought that you were going to take yourself out. That's what they thought of you. And they had an elaborate plan to ensure that you end up here. But there's two sides to everything. Just because somebody wants you to be by yourself doesn't mean that just because you by yourself, you're not by yourself. There's two sides to everything. Two sides. So if someone is coming up to you and you're having a conversation and they only want you to see their side and only their side alone, wake up. Well, what's the other side behind this? There's a top and a bottom, right? There's a left and a right, right? So if you're only telling me one side, what's going on with the other side? Give it to me all the way 100. Don't give me 50%. Give me 100. 100. All they do is think half-ass thoughts. Half-ass thoughts. That's it. That's all. Half-ass thoughts. And they really thought that they had you by your lonesome. And they hate that you laugh, you know? That's why I encourage laughing so much, because original element, if they just completely just block them all the way. Yeah, just block them. And yeah, we know Jim, and that's not how you spell tarot. So if you can't even spell tarot right, you shouldn't even make a comment. So you're not making sense. But anywho, so there's two sides to being a lone wolf. If someone pushes you into being a lone wolf, that's all. That's cool. All right, well, how can I come out of this? Look at the other side of things. See things from a different perspective. Open up your mind so that way you can see that there are other ways of seeing or doing this thing. And that's what happened. Yep, you were by yourself. You sure were. But you had source, spirit, divine, God, etc., etc. You had whatever source that you pray to up there. You had that connection with source. And because you had that connection with source, guess what? You started to learn discernment. You started to learn more about yourself. You started to go deeper within yourself. And we all know what happens when you go deep within yourself. You learn more about yourself. And the more you learn about yourself, man, the more on point you're going to be, because you're going to see it a mile away. You studied it. And the only way that you really can study people like this is within yourself. The nudges, the discernment. Oh, somebody coming up to you and you know something off with that heifer. You just know. You looking at them and you literally feeling the energy. You feeling their energy. I'm like, what this heifer wants? So they come up to you and you ain't saying nothing, but you listen to what they got to say, and your spirit is going off. Like your body is telling you, like, something not right. Something not right. The more you practice that, man, the more you practice that, the more you add that into your quality of self, man, you won't be in any type of trouble. And I'm not saying that you're trouble or anything like that. I'm not saying that. But you will be less prone to getting caught up in sticky situations. I'll put it in that way. The more you practice discernment, the less sticky situations you'll be in. Trust me, I know. I promise you, I know. Oh, I know. This person thought by putting you to the wolves, literally, they literally threw you away. Like, but that was their intention. They thought that you needed them. And you realized, or you awakened and realized that you did not need them. Well, how'd you know that? How'd you find that out? Because you're by yourself. And if you by yourself, what are you going to do? You're going to start to take care of self. You're the only thing there. So if you're the only thing around you, you're not going to take care of yourself? I mean, I will hope so. They did not expect you to take care of you. They didn't expect that. But before the thing happened, the disconnect happened between you and whoever, the signs were there. And it was like you were being prepped, you were being prepared to do this. That pisses them off. You were not supposed to come out the lone wolf. You was not. You were supposed to be unalived and gone. That's what that person wanted for you. That's what that person wanted for you. They wanted you to be alone so you can do that to yourself. Pitiful. Sad. Sad that somebody think this ill of you. Subconscious. They intentionally did things, went out their way to make you feel alone. They intentionally did that to you. The reason why they did that to you is because of their experience of life. People can only teach you from what they know, whether it's good, whether it's bad. People can only teach you from what they know. If I don't know how to play tennis, I'm not going to be no damn tennis instructor. I don't even know how to hold the thing, the wand, the racket. I'm not even going to embarrass myself like that. I'm just not. But if you have someone that is intentionally doing things, and as they're doing, they're learning, and all they're learning is negativity, now they starting to implant that BS in your mind. Oh, and you this, and you that, and you like, that don't sound right. Or, that's a bit off. And, you questioning yourself, but you're not really sure. You're at that stage there. You're sure, but you're unsure. You're uncertain, because you just been through so much subconsciously. And this person played on your subconscious, because they looked at that as a form of weakness. So they put you in a position, or they attempted to put you in a position to where you become by yourself. And they thought they had you, because if you're by yourself, you're going to be in your head. And all the while and all the time, all they were doing is planting negativity in your mind. So if they put you, so they thought, so if they put you by yourself with your mind, they think that you will be thinking about them. They thought they planted enough seeds in your mind. They thought they planted enough negative seeds in your mind that when they finally just left you for dust or left you for whatever, that you would self-destruct because they were supposed to be on your mind 24/7. Child, please. Child, please. They don't make sense. They just don't make sense. talking about? Praying mantis, praying in reverse. They wanted you to be by yourself so you could be in your mind to the point where you feel like you had no hope. You had no help. This is where they were trying to get you to be. Man. And it's happening to them. They did not want you to be here. I gotta be raw with it. They did not want you to be here. They are so triggered by you being alive. And I said that could be spun in many different ways. The thought of you is sickening to them. The visions of you is sickening to them. Your voice is sickening to them. Everything you do is sickening to them. It's weakening them because you are alive and they're not. They're trying to, it's to the point where I'll spin it in this way. It's to the point where they know, I say metaphorically, your body is clean, or I say your temple is clean, and you're taking your time and you're doing everything possible to protect your temple. They're trying to come in as a cancer form, or they're trying to come in as like a virus to try to infect the temple that you've created a positive and clean and healthy space for yourself. They did not like the fact that you would not listen. And they feel listening, because I'm hearing listening, and then I'm hearing impurity. Listening and impurity. So it's like by you not listening to them, or because you would not listen to them, it's like a form of impurity. And that, I could see that. I could see that in that way. And I say that way because it's like you're not going with the flow of things, or the flow of the negativity of things that they do. And you going against the grain says a lot in regards to what they should not be doing. But they want to continue doing the things that they should not be doing because that's all they know. And again, if you only know one thing, and that's the only thing that you have that has helped you in so many ways to stay alive, dang, to stay alive. They hate you because you alive. And again, that could be spun in so many different ways. They trying to stay alive and they can't. They trying to. And they mad at you because you don't have to do. You just la-di-da with your la-di-da self. They can't stand your la-di-da. And that's your chipper. That's la-di-da for TikTok, okay? They cannot stand your la-di-da. Your la-di-da is life. Your la-di-da is everything. Everybody got a la-di-da. I do. Everybody do. Everybody do. La-di-da is life. I'll just put it in that way. Seriously. It's life, which you give daily. You wake up every day with life within you. Where you think you getting it from? Well, who you talking to up there? Who up there for you? However that resonates. However way you do your thing. You give life from source, from the creator, from the divine. That's what's keeping you alive. They don't know anything about life. They never lived it. Here you go living life. And they can't stand that. They can't stand you being alive. Crazy. And again, that could be spun in many different ways. I gotta keep saying it that way. Because it really could be spun in many different ways. Now that you haven't pre-transitioned, hey Portugal, now that you have not pre-transitioned and you're on the path to success, to enlightenment, more enlightenment, etc., they're spinning out of control. Because again, the sight of you, the thoughts of you, the hearing of you, it's making them physically sick. Because they really thought by putting you by yourself that you were going to be in your mind and they were going to be the last thing on your mind. They thought that low of themselves of you, because that's not highly. Yeah. Someone that speaks highly of themselves and others wouldn't even do something in that way. So they don't speak highly of themselves, or they assume that you did, but no, this is very low of them. What? It was very low of them. Oh, you got someone that's drinking. They're drinking over you being alive, and that could be spun in many different ways. They are so sick that you are alive within. What? After all I did to you, I did that, I did this, I did that, and they boasting about it to other people, what they did to you. They boasting about it. They think it's funny. They think it's funny to see you down and out, and they're the reason why that they did it. But they never wanted you to be aware that they were the one that were doing it. They wanted to blindside you. Again, the subconscious, they thought by putting you by yourself, oh, you ain't this, oh, you ain't that, you this, and you ain't that, da-da-da, yeah. All the negatives that they're attempting to put onto you. Okay, I fed them enough negativity. Let me push them to the side. And they did toss you to the side. They did. They did. And once they tossed you to the side, they really thought with all their might that they had this in the bag. Literally and figuratively. And they did not. Again, people show you how they feel by how they speak to you. They always going to tell you how they feel about you. Always. And even if they don't say it, you can still see it in their body language. Body language don't lie, boo. I don't care how much you try to hide it, and body language don't lie. They don't. So if you don't want to say anything, you ain't got to say anything. I just watch you. Watch your mannerisms. Watch your pattern. When I say something, does it trigger you? Does it make you, oh my God, does it make your demons rise? Does it trigger you? Because if I'm just speaking truth, the truth should not trigger you in no way, shape, or form. It's the truth. It shouldn't trigger you. And if it's triggering you, now I'm side-eye you, because why is the truth triggering you in such a profound way? Why? Pourquoi? Pourquoi? Why? They can't even answer to themselves. They can't forgive themselves in regards to what they try to do to you. You know why? Because they are experiencing it now. They're going through it now. The thoughts of, I can't say how I want to say it. I can't express it the way I want to express it. But you catch my drift. They try to put you in the predicament that they're currently in. They can't stand to see you alive. They weren't alive. They never were. And the more alive that you become, the more it's going to weaken them, because you were not supposed to be here. How dare you decide to wake up and live? How dare you? That's how they're looking at you. How dare you? Like you got the audacity to just walk away. Well, what else you want us to do? Sit there and take it? I think the fuck not. I'm not taking no ass whoopings or no, I'm not taking that from nobody. Not a motherfucker. I don't care who you are. I'm not. I'll put it in this way. When someone trying to abuse you or trying to push harm onto you or trying to oppress you in a physical manner, they're trying to wake you up. Every punch, every blow is a wake up. But they thinking, or they're perceiving it in a different way, like them hitting and punching on you is a form to you to stay asleep or to stay quiet. But the more they hit on you, the more they press on you, it's a wake-up call. And finally, you woke up. They can't stand that. But they the one that caused your awakening. They did that. They caused your awakening. They can't stand that. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. It just don't make sense. Like, am I speaking gibberish? It don't make sense. It's just the way they be. They mad at you for living life. They mad at you for living life. Life that was given to you, was ordered to you by the divine, a spirit. How y'all do y'all thing? They upset because you get life from that. You get life from source. So does everything else. How else are you going to grow? For real. If the sun get, or not the sun, if the could spin in so many different ways, they literally have no life. They're not living life. All their focus is on you. They stalking you. They obsessed with you. They doing everything possible to make your life a living hell. And they still failing every damn day. They're weakening themselves. They don't even realize it. They weakening themselves. They weak ass. They weak as fuck. F-A-C-K. They weak as fuck. Every day they attempt and they fail. And they're going to fail to the point they're going to put themselves in the same predicament that they wanted for you. What you want for me is what I want for you. I want nothing but goodness and gracious and great health, great life, great wealth. That's all I want for people. So of course, because I want that for me. Unapologetically, genuinely speaking. They don't want that for you. Who are you to get that? Who are you to live like that? Who gave you permission to live in that manner? You supposed to get permission from them to live. You're not my source. You're not my source. I don't go to you for anything. Me and my spirit team, we got that taken care of. I don't need you for anything. My team got me. However that may resonate, my team got me. Me. I'm team 1, team A, top dog, and that could go for you. You top dog in your team. And if you top dog in your team, if you CEO of your life, of your team, of you, why in the hell are you asking questions to somebody that's below you? How's somebody going to give you advice on you when you the one that created you? That makes sense? So I got to go to you for source? Nah, you're not my source. You would never be. You tripping. You'll never be. Like, this person is crazy. They really think that they have control over you. And I mean going ape shit crazy that they have no control over you. I mean just having thoughts of nothing to neverary. All they think is thoughts. That's it. They don't think the process of the thought. All they do is think thoughts right there. They stay right there with that thought. They executing on it. And they wonder why they drinking themselves to death. Literally and figuratively. They're drowning in their sorrows. Figuratively. Literally, they're drinking their life away. They don't know themselves at all. They don't know themselves at all. Multifaceted is what they say they are. But you don't even know the many layers of self. You don't know anything about yourself. And when I say that, I mean the karmic. They don't know anything about themselves. But they want to come and tell you how to live when they don't even know how to do it. What? They have no life in them, but they try and tell you how to live. Well, how that won't work? Tell me, please. Somebody tell me how that work. I'll wait. How that won't work? You said what now? Are you living life, man? Fuck me. That's down. You think that's life? Was somebody always moping around you and always angry and always this and always that? That's not life. Ew, that's not life. That's dead weight. That's don't that make you feel Somebody coming around you all the time and they upset and they angry. And you be like, what is wrong with you? Like, seriously. Like, seriously. This is crazy. Identity is in reverse. Of course they don't have any identity. They don't even have love for themselves or devotion for themselves. Where they going to get the devotion from? They trying to get it from you. But they need you to be a certain way so that way they can take the devotion from you by any means or whenever, however they want to take it. That is not living life. It's not living life. Taking things from people is not living life. It's not. Because as soon as you take it from someone, as soon as it's taken from them, and they're not realizing that they're at the part or the end where something is going to be taken from them, they don't realize life is a cycle. They don't realize anything. They don't have the capacity to do that. They don't. No identity, but they mad at you for having an identity of self. They mad at you for knowing yourself, for knowing what your triggers are, for knowing what your boundaries are. They mad at you for that, for living life. You give yourself life. You gave yourself life. You sat with self. You went through the deeper, the darker parts, the shadow parts of yourself. You saw the things that you went through. You took care of it. You may be healing it right now. Either way, you're healing it or you've healed it in the right direction. So if you heal something, you're going to live. You're going to live even more. You're going to lose weight. You're going to look good. You're going to feel good. You may look younger. That's all a part of living life. They ain't trying to get you not to do that. Who the fuck are they to tell you who to live life or how to live life when they not even doing it? It's not even in them. How you going to tell me to do something that you can't even do? And then get mad at me because I'm doing the thing that you can't do? Damn, which one is it? Damn if you do or damn if you don't. For real. Which one is it? Like, goddamn. Which one is it? You can't win with them. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm speaking too much truth. Who's that, y'all? They trying to live life inside of an empty house. And there's nothing wrong with being in an empty house. Nothing at all. There's nothing wrong with being in an empty house. But if you have the ability or you have the, the tools to build that house up or to build it in a different way, you'll do that. Meaning you're going to build yourself up. They can't do that because they don't feel alive. They always trying to stay alive, and they may even tell you that in conversation. They may even tell you that in conversation. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm just trying to live life. For real. Pay attention to what people say. Who is this? Crosby. Who is that? We got Apple here. Apple's in reverse. They're not even doing well with themselves because the idea that you're still alive, bouncing around, doing all different... The idea that you're still here bothers them. Your aliveness makes them ill. And it's so sad to say. Your aliveness makes them sick. It makes them ill. And I really do feel like that's the cure to narcissism. I do. Or one of it. You got to be happy. That's the cure. Promise you. Because ain't no way someone that supposedly care about you in the way that they say they do would get like this or act like this towards you. If you say you love me, you wouldn't be acting in this way. So the cure for narcissism is you being happy. Steer clear, stand clear, and be happy. It can't handle that. It can't handle your happiness. This person's self-destructed. Self-destructing. Lantern. And you, I ain't mean to laugh. It's just how the cards are spot on. That's why I'm chuckling. But Lantern, you're going to get strong confirmation. You're going to get strong confirmation. This person can't take it anymore. They can't. No matter how you spin it, they can't. I promise you. Loss. And that could be spun in many different ways. Many different ways. This person lost it all. And when you lose it all, meaning you have no knowledge of self, no identity of self, you have nothing. If you don't even have a connection to the divine, however that resonates for you, or a higher source, or a higher power, you're not going to be alive. That's the source. That's the source. And they try to take that from you because you weren't, or they weren't able to express, or they weren't able to experience what you are experiencing. What's that? The future. The future. Future. I'm sorry. Future. Yep, the key to the future is happiness. It's by continuing to stay alive, or not even stay, being alive. Because if you have to stay alive, that means you keep trying, you know? You shouldn't have to try to stay alive. Be it, be alive. That's the message. Be alive. Not stay alive, be alive. And the more that you be, the more that you will, you know, the more that you are. And with this person, they can't stand your aliveness at all. Yeah, their body, they're having a nervous breakdown. They're having a nervous breakdown. Of you being alive. Because their whole thing was to come in and just take everything from you, even your light. This is what they were trying to do. This is what they were trying to do. And they failed miserably. Somebody's eating popcorn. It's sad. Yeah, false person. They wanted to keep you in a certain position here, and they wanted to leave you alone. And like I said, when they thought that they left you alone, they thought that that's where you were going to end up, and it didn't happen in that way. So when you came back out, it was like, what the I left you kind of hanging, you know? I did everything possible that I could to you, and you just popped back up like nothing. Yeah. And that really made them sick, literally, in many different ways, many different forms. It made them literally sick, figuratively sick, financially sick. It made them sick. And when I say financially sick, they was doing spell work. It made them financially sick, mentally sick. Their mind is gone, physically sick. They can't even lift their, it's going to be to a point this person is going to, they going to do it. They going to do it. It's a concern. They going to do it to themselves. Because they in their head. They in their head, they're in their mind, like they sitting there and they're thinking about it and they keep replaying it, and they keep trying to replay the plan that they had for you. They keep replaying it. And this person is stuck in their mind. God, despair, they stuck in their mind. Because they keep replaying it. No, but I did this and no, and that, no, that's them. High honor. That's you. You're the high honor. Somebody is devastated by your high honor. Ain't that something, child? They devastated by your high honor. Something that you get from a higher source. You have to laugh. Because what else can you do? Like, you have got to laugh at this. That's the only way you can cleanse your soul, for real. Healing is so healing, or sorry, laughing is so healing in so many different ways. Hey, it is so healing in so many different ways. And they can't stand your laugh. That's why y'all think I laugh so damn hearty. I love to laugh. You can't take that from me. Just know when I'm laughing, you know I'm good. I'm really good. Especially them hearty laughs. Oh yeah, oh she good. Yeah, she good. You gonna know. They can't stand it. Somebody said my laugh was a double-edged sword. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, not a double-edged sword. I didn't even get upset. I was like, well, dang, okay. Sheesh. Made me look at it, but I mean, there's two sides, so he wasn't wrong. Shoot, I was just, taken aback from that new perspective. I was like, okay, all right, he's right. Or she, I'm sorry, whoever said that in the comment. Something like that. Yeah, we got message of concern because they didn't hit the jackpot. The jackpot was life. Your life. You see where I'm going with this? Because they're dead inside and you are alive inside, they went outside of themselves to get you unalived. And the prize would have been wealth of life, your life. They would have taken your life. Does that make sense? You were the life. You are the life. You are the life. And they can't stand your life. They can't stand it. Metaphorically speaking, they're trying to take it. But there can be spun in, you catch my drift, it can be spun in many different ways. It can. And it didn't happen in the way that they anticipated. Sudden wealth would have been your life because that's what you were full of. You were full of wealth. And it doesn't always have to be money. Wealth comes in many different ways, shape, or form. That's why you're a multifaceted individual, a multifaceted being. That's why you could do many different things because you took the time to learn you. You unlocked a new level or a new stage or a new state of you. So yeah, you won't be the jackpot. They want what you got, your life. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You ain't taking nothing that belonged to me, period. And they expectation. They expecting a payout of your life, which is crazy. Crazy. And they thought everything would have been okay if they would have taken that from you with a price. But you know there's a price to pay in everything that you do, bruh. Look, thief is in reverse. They try to take your wealth away, which is you. Where you going? Where you going? You got stuff to do. Where you going? You got stuff to do. They are not your source. They are not the source. How the hell you taking information? How the hell you taking something from an empty barrel of nothing? That's what they are. They don't have anything. Clearly, they trying to take what's yours, you. They trying to take you away from you. That could be spun in many different ways. Don't let nobody take nothing from you, including you. That could be spun in many different ways. Don't let nobody take nothing from you. Nothing. I don't care what it is. I had to learn that the hard way. So I'm passing that on. Don't let nobody take nothing from you. Look, stop playing that message. Okay, now. Don't let nobody take nothing from you. They try to take, look, oh yeah, I'm going to get paid. I'm going to get paid with your life. They putting a price on your life. Something that doesn't come from source is putting a price on your life. Sit with that for a moment. Something that don't have no type of connection, no kind of nothing to source is putting a price on your life. Does source put a price on your life? Or do source look at you as priceless? How do you know that? Look at the look at the world. Look at the trees. Look at the grass. Look at the flowers. Everything is abundant. Is it penny pinching? Do you penny pinch things when you grow something? Do it grow one at a time or do it grow abundantly? Priceless. The abundance is priceless. You are priceless. Again, somebody that don't have a connection to the divine, trying to put a price on your life. Your source, you. Get the fuck out of here. Get the entire fuck out of here. Let me say that one more time for real. Somebody who don't have wealth with source try to put a payment on your life, on your wealth, you. There's a price to pay. And they want that thing, you. So they're willing to pay that price. They don't look at you as priceless. They look at you as dollar signs, bad health. Yeah, well, if I do this, yeah. And that's crazy how they popped out like this. They look at you as dollar signs. When you go to spirit or when you go to source or you go to God, Jesus, Buddha, however way you do your thing respectfully, when you go to that big body of energy up there, when you get that thing you ask for, does it just come just one little thing or do it come abundantly? Somebody that don't have any type of life within themselves, they're barren, they're old, rickety, and barren body, no life in their body is trying to take something from you abundantly, you. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. You are abundant. They want to take you away from you and you don't have a say so. Says who? Says who? If the divine ain't say nothing about it to you, who the fuck are they? Again, says who? They're not your source. They don't even have any source. They trying to take yours. When it's abundant, it's everywhere and they can just connect. No, I want yours. Nah, I'm not for sale. And that can be spun in many different ways. I mean that. This person is upset because you have life to you. Life. That's abundant. It's abundant. Take a look around. It's abundant. You're mad at me for something that's so freely abundant? Stay away from people like that. Stay away from people like that because they're going to put you where everybody else is, in a box, cold, barren, deceased, nothing. They're going to put you into nothingness because that's what they are. That's what they have. They don't have anything. They have nothing. Literally, figuratively, they have nothing. And they see you have all. Isn't all source? Isn't all the divine? Isn't all spirit? Whatever, however way you do your thing. Isn't it all? So you have it all. You see where I'm going with that? You have to stay away from them type of people. You have to. They fighting you for something abundantly. All they have to do is just sit and connect and get themselves together. It's not easy. It's not. The healing process is not easy. It's not. I'm not going to say it like it, girl. It is not easy. It's really for the ones that want to make it work. And not a lot of people want to do that. They prefer you do it for them. And they get mad because you don't want to do it for them. Now they want to take you out. No. No. Just no. Doesn't make sense. Absolutely. The collective is the original elements. Every idea, creative ingenuity, and inspiration comes from right here. Where do you think that comes from? Source. It comes from source, the abundant source that provides for us. How you mad at me because source provided for me? That's my big dog. That's my big sis. I play, yeah, we jokes around. Yep, sure do. We got a very hilarious connection. Sure do. Very humorous. They can't stand that. Oh, you talk to them. They can't stand that. They can't stand anything you do because of the things you do. The things you do. Meaning there's actually things that are in motion that you are creating. They don't have anything. They don't have anything. You can't put don't and do in the same sentence. And so I'll put it this way. Do is more positive and don't is negative. So no matter how you spin it, you won't be able to put the negative with the positive and get a positive. You'll get a negative. And they're trying to intermingle, and they're trying to put their nastiness together with your goodness to make it like, yeah. No. You mad at me because I'm connected to source. That's where I came from. That's what's guiding me. And we're crazy because we're connected to source, but we're abundant. So, I mean, I guess we're doing something right. We doing something right. You mad. Just connect. No, I don't want to connect. I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk to them. Well, okay. We'll stay over there and let us do what we got to do. No, I don't like the way that you're connecting, and I don't like the... They don't make sense. They don't make sense. They do not make sense. They just don't make sense. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Y'all think I just say just to say that? No, I'm for real. It'd be like, God. It's like, pew. Every time they speak, pew. Oh, God. There go another one. It's so complicated, and it doesn't have to be. Absolutely. There's no wrong way if we do the work. Absolutely. How many different ways or how many different plants are out there? How many different flowers are out there? How many different types of fish are out there? Everything is abundant. So if you don't like that, well, you got another choice. Okay, I don't like that. Okay, you have another choice. Abundance, all source. You're always going to have more chances if you stay connected to it. So you going to disconnect me because I prefer to stay connected to the thing that's putting me on in a positive way? No, I'm not disconnecting for you. I don't care who you are. I'm not disconnecting for you. I'm just not. It's crazy the way these people think. And they mad at you for thinking in a different way. They ain't mad at you because they can't see how you see it. Source is divine. It's abundant. It's a lot. So it's going to show you many different ways to skin the cat. It's going to show you, yep, you do that, yep. Even the alphabet got options. Come on. Even numbers got options. Everything from source, from divine, from all, from however you do your thing, it's abundant. It comes in many forms. It comes in many forms. So why we got to be penalized for wanting to be in many forms? Happy, excited, exuberant, lovey, patient, etc., etc. Why are we being penalized for wanting the best for us in many different ways? Why? Stay away from people like that, from negative people that don't want the best for you. Stay away from people like that. I don't care how they look, well, how much money. Stay away from people like that. Because 10 times out of 10, if they're coming up to you and they have to fast this and the fast that and the fast money, and you don't know how they're getting that, and you know they're not getting that from source, I'd advise you to stay the hell away from that person. That's just me. I'd advise you to stay the hell away from that person. Why you get that? No, you gotta go. And be okay with that. Be okay with saying no. Be okay with establishing boundaries. And if you say no, someone comes up against your boundaries and they ask you a question and you say no, and they upset because you said no, they ain't your peoples. They not your peoples. Your peoples will respect you. Your peoples will respect your time, your space, your boundaries. Those are your peoples. They not. Hell no, I'm not picking on nobody karma. Them days are over. I did my share. Nope. I don't want your karma. I don't care how you got that. Let me talk to source. Can I? Okay, in that way, gotcha. I'm gonna do how source tell me, spirit tell me to do it. Not that way. No. I don't want no fast nothing. Don't care how long it takes me. I will take my time. You can laugh all you want, because you know how people be laughing at you because you slow and steady wins the race. You're the tortoise and you taking your time, and the hair so damn fast, so the rabbit just go at warp speed, and they get to the end, and they're like, oh, you so slow, and you so this. That's them, and they dancing, doing all this type of weird stuff around you, and you still beat them at the end, and they looking at you like, well, how you do that? I did this to you, and I did like, they don't make sense. They don't make sense. They don't make sense. And they don't want you to be aware that they make sense or they don't make sense. It's going to destroy everything that they don't have. Everything they do is borrowed. It's taken from someone. They don't even have their own pizzazz. They own zhuzh. They don't have their own la-di-da. Nothing is creative about them. Nothing. Nothing at all. They do things with a borrowed intentions that they don't even pay back. They can't pay it back because they have no life within. How you gonna pay it back? Pay it back how? When you have to borrow it from somebody. How you gonna pay it back when you borrowed it from in the first place? In this, this particular situation here, they don't make sense, boo. They don't make sense at all. And when you question them, it's an issue, but you doing it. So just do it, but don't say nothing. Yeah. That's them. And you looking at them like, what the f is wrong with you? Stay away from people like that. Because they don't mean you no good. No good. None whatsoever. Let them call you whatever they want to call you in the book. You ain't dumb. You're not stupid. You are wow. Unofficial person is in reverse.